Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Rex.
I'm Daniel.
He's a level 3 whiskey sommelier.
He's a master mooch.
And today we are trying Fettercairn?
Fettercairn.
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 You know, like,
Fior.
like the Fior.
Yeah, Fior.
Sure. There's not much left,
Yeah.
so we'll treat it gently.
Yes, we will.
Here we go.
Okay, we're drinking Fettercairn Fior.
We are. You set the bar tremendously high because he said he has a very interesting backstory.
Yeah.
And it takes a
Well,
lot.
one that specifically Rex will appreciate.
I have been so ruined by the distractions of modern technology and entertainment. It takes a lot for a backstory to grab my attention. What is the backstory going on here?
So in 1820, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, really working it.
No. In 1824, this distillery was founded.
Okay.
I will say that, right? Alexander Ramsey,
Okay.
which we have a Ramsey on campus.
You see already,
Yep.
it's you.
Purchased by, no, it's getting good. Purchased by John Gladstone, whose son, William Gladstone, was instrumental in passing all the whiskey legislation that allowed Scottish whiskey to flourish. And in 1973, bought by White and Mackay. Now, are you ready?
I'm
Guess
looking
who
for you
does?
to even out here.
Guess who does all the flavor profiling and creation of whiskeys for White and Mackay?
Who?
The same guy responsible for Dalmore.
Oh, I love Dalmore. There we go. We're picking it up.
Yeah.
Picking it up.
So
Keep going.
Richard Patterson,
Keep.
who is responsible for creating Dalmore 12, is also responsible for the White and Mackay blends. Now, I don't know if he has influence in Fettercairn, but I'll tell you, this may rival Dalmore 12.
So you started up here.
Yeah,
You set the bar really high. You ended 13 points below.
13 below.
The par. You know, it was going to be embarrassing for you until you threw down the Dalmore.
Oh, I know. That's why I was saving Dalmore for the end.
Right.
Okay, so they have the unicorn, and Fior, by the way, means pure in Gaelic.
Okay.
Now, this one is 15% heavy peated whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, notice there's no age statement on that.
I noticed there's very little left.
Yeah,
We need to go
I
ahead
may or
and-
may not really like this
We
one.
may- we-
Notice also the UK sticker.
All right.
Yeah,
We're
I
going
had
to
to
go ahead
order
and
it from
finish
London.
this. There's this dangerously low.
Yeah,
The alcohol is evaporating into the air.
that's true.
So,
Okay, so
a more generous pour is what I'm saying.
15% peated whiskey.
It's not happening.
No, it's not happening. 15% peated whiskeys, but the remaining whiskeys are 14 to 15 years old.
Interesting. I'm getting the peat, and it's not overwhelming on the nose. It's
Now, I'll tell you how I discovered this one. Remember the Master of Malt calendar that I did the day, whiskey a day?
Yeah.
Last year, in the year before, 2015's calendar, they had Fettercairn Fior. I'd never heard of Fettercairn before that. And out of the entire whiskey calendar for the whole month of December, Fettercairn Fior stood out as the best whiskey I tried in that whole calendar.
Interesting.
And I immediately went online to try to figure out who could ship me a bottle. And I got one from Fettercairn, directly from Master of Malt.
Peaty, not a mean, angry peaty. Just kind of a...
Now, this is in Aberdeenshire, which is Middle East coast of Scotland.
Ooh, that's...
Coast-ish.
Here's the thing. If somebody wanted something that was peaty, smoky, and still light, I would say this.
Coffee.
Yeah, I get a little coffee.
Cocoa. Like chocolate powder. Almonds. A lot like Dalmore.
Yeah, I am getting some Dalmore in there.
Right. Here's the thing. Disclaimer is, I have no idea who's responsible for making this. It's probably not Richard Patterson.
Right.
But it's owned by White and Mackay, and Richard Patterson's their guy. But it does remind me of Dalmore. There's none of the citrus notes that are in Dalmore, though.
And it's all...
There is the dried fruit.
It's a dance of really light, high flavors.
Yeah, no
There's
heavy
nothing
base.
Deep, oily, aggressive about it.
Isn't that a pretty whiskey?
But you still have the smoke.
Still have the smoke.
That's rare to get the smoky, the peatiness.
You know the other
and
one that
it not
reminds
be
me
just
of
a
this
really
is
heavy
Oban.
flavor.
Oban is that way.
Yeah.
Oban is light but still smoky and rich. Right? This is a great whiskey.
So
now I haven't gotten to try any of their other classics.
Yeah.
But what I do have is a randomly bottled special edition.
Bring it.
All right.
So this, because it is still light and not aggressive smoke, I would say this would be a good intermediate level whiskey after somebody has tried the really sweet caramel entry level whiskeys. If they want to start dipping a toe into the water of smokiness and peat, this would be a good whiskey to do that. Would you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Look at that. Isn't that trippy?
I like that.
This is from a little specialty shop
Now,
where they do their own bottlings.
Is that a label or is that actually
handwritten on there? Right? And it says, Fettercairn Single Malt. On the back, it gives you the details of what's in the bottle and really hard to read print.
Yeah.
This is 16-year-old Fettercairn.
We should save the corks. There's a lot of cool corks.
Aren't there? Look at that one.
Don't throw the corks away. Ooh, what is this? What is this?
There's something dramatic on that one.
Something...
I'm not getting that I'm going to like this one as much as
Fior. Is it olives? Am I getting olives?
No, but it is that sort of kind of rounded flavor.
What
I'm
the
getting
hell?
not cherry.
What the hell? No,
but
cherry. What the hell?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, not near as good.
No?
No, it's like perfume. It tastes like perfume. There's so many floral accents in there. I just can't get around them. It's like standing in like in a lady's powder room from the 1800s.
It's not. I get the floral bit. It's not an accent of floral. They're fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't have. Oh, there's a nice flower note. Like no, there's several of them. And
yeah, it's like there's three ladies sitting in a mirror, and one's like, poof, poof, and it oversprays the other lady.
Underneath all of the floral bits, a little bit of sourdough.
Yeah.
But
man, go back to that Fettercairn in that heavily peated edition. It made every difference in the world.
Yeah, I like this better, coming off of the heels of the handwritten bottle thing.
Yeah. Okay. It's time for comments.
Yeah, we have comments.
So, one helpful thing was a follow-up to putting the air pumps in the whiskey.
Sure.
Right? Remember I said you can like pump the air out like you would wine?
Right.
Okay, now, and I'm going to pronounce his name wrong because he didn't reply to me before we shot this video, but how would you pronounce that?
Trig.
Let's call him T-Dog. What's T-Dog says, one thing, and he brought up this point, which I completely agree with and neglected to mention. Once you've done that, you also lower the atmospheric pressure, which creates more space for the alcohol to evaporate into, in theory. Okay. It's not negative pressure, right? Now, I need to look into the science of that, but I do know that I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen, in theory, it should be dead space.
Right, vacuum.
A vacuum. But it's not truly because it's not a pure vacuum.
Okay.
Right? So what I'm going to say is I think that's an interesting idea, and I agree with it in theory. What I would like to find out is
I still say olives.
What's the true chemistry behind that, right? Because in theory, a vacuum, because it's a dead space, nothing can move into it. In theory, right? But is that not true?
No.
Are you creating a dead space? Or are you sucking alcohol out? Which is the opposite of
nature abhors a vacuum.
Yes.
And whiskey being the water of life.
Right, and alcohol is going to come out first.
There's nothing more natural than that. So it's wanting to kill the vacuum and it's sending into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what we're going to do is research that more.
No, I'm not. He is.
Yeah, I'm going to research that more.
I'm going to drink the whiskey.
And really, it just involves chemistry, essentially. So
I just saw a hummingbird. It was doing like
there's awesome 2 or 3 hummingbirds outside the window.
Yeah, it's doing a stunt where look, they're okay. Anyways, you can't see, so you don't
care. They think they're really
chasing each other. Yeah.
All right. Well, that takes us out on Fior. How about that?
Yeah.
Put down the floral.
This one.
Wait, that was the floral.
Right. No, this is the way to go.
All right. If you can get your hands on it, more power to you. If you can easily get your hands on it, send us another bottle because we're almost out.
Good gateway into some smokiness and peatiness to get people on the progression towards something more hardcore and interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will say this. I just finished inventorying the vault. Mm-hmm. And I put it at whiskymarketing.org. Scroll down the homepage. There'll be a link that says, check out what's in the vault. Right? It's searchable and it's sortable.
Okay.
Right? So if you want us to get to review a whiskey in the vault sooner rather than later, because we've got 430 something to do, and we're only at like day 65, right? So if you want us to prioritize one over another, just put it in the comments.
Sure.
And we'll do it next.
Yeah.
Because we're not picking for any other reason.
The more
really.
expensive, the better.
Yeah, oh Lord. Till tomorrow, American Crazy, stay this side illegal.
May you return before we have time to miss you.
Cheers.
Cheers.